Next time you try to stifle a yawn, it might be worth discarding polite etiquette by letting your mouth gape for as long as you need, because it could help to reveal how smart you are. Biologists have discovered a surprising relationship between the length of time mammals yawn for and how big and complex their brains are. They believe it may also be a sign of greater cognitive ability. Primates, including our own species, tend to have the longest yawns of all compared to other species, up to 50% longer. The findings help to suggest a possible role for why yawning evolved. It helps to cool the brain. Writing in the journal Biology Letters, researchers at the State University of New York at Oneonta said it appears yawning duration may be related to cognitive capacity too. They found that animals like mice, rats, rabbits and foxes had the shortest yawns, while gorillas, gibbons, walruses, camels, elephants and finally humans had the longest yawns. Although humans do not have the greatest brain weight, elephants have by far the largest brain by weight alone. Our brains have more neurons in their cortex than any other species. Intriguingly, African elephants also have more cortical neurons than other primates and the second longest yawn, perhaps hinting at their intelligence. Dr. Andrew Gallup, a psychologist at the State University of New York at Oneonta who led the work, and his colleagues, said neither the size of the body nor the anatomical structure specific to yawning, cranium and mandible, are driving these effects, because gorillas, camels, horses, lions, walruses and African elephants all have shorter average yawns than humans. Instead, differences in yawn duration appear to be specifically linked to interspecies variation in brain size and complexity, with cortical neuron number being the most significant factor. The researchers examined videos of a dozen individuals from each species while they were yawning and timed how long they went on for. In total, they looked at 205 full yawns from 177 individuals across 24 different species. Humans yawn on average for just under 7 seconds, while African elephants yawn for 6 seconds. Camels yawn for a little over 5 seconds on average, while chimpanzees yawn for about 5 seconds. The researchers said their findings may help to answer the long-standing mystery of what purpose yawning serves. The reflex is commonly associated with tiredness, sleepiness and boredom, while some studies have shown that they can be contagious in many species including chimpanzees and dogs. A recent study even showed that yawning could be contagious in birds. There have been dozens of explanations given for why animals yawn, but there is little agreement about its main function. Dr. Gallup said yawning may help control the activity in the brain by keeping it cool. Writing in the journal, the researchers said, "We hypothesize that the neurophysiological consequences of yawning affect the brain more globally, whereby longer yawns may be necessary to more effectively modulate cortical arousal for animals with larger and more complex brains. Furthermore, we predict that the greater within taxon variance in yawn duration observed for large-brained mammals may be related to increased cognitive capacities and more variable behavioral repertoires." They added that there may be other effects that determine yawning within species, including age. For example, adults seem to yawn for longer than children and infants. They propose looking at whether yawning varies within species depending on cognitive ability and how hard an animal's brain is working. For example, someone struggling with a particularly naughty problem might yawn for longer than someone relaxing in front of the television. Dr. Gallup and his team added, "We believe yawn duration deserves further attention.